Hello neighbor, this is Curt with eTrailer, and today we're going to take a look at the Tonneau Cover Adapter Kit for the Yakima OverHaul and Yakima OutPost truck bed ladder racks. So there are a lot of tonneau covers out there on the market that are adaptable and compatible with a ladder rack. And one of the ways that they make them compatible is by using a T-track here along the rails. So the adapter kit for your Yakima OverHaul and OutPost ladder rack is basically going to convert the feet to be able to go into these T-slots. So what you'll get in your adapter kit is going to be the replacement foot pad. This is just a simple rubber foot pad. You're going to get an Allen key. You're going to get several bolts. Some of them are nuts rather. Some of them are going to be acorn nuts like this. You'll get 6 of those. And you're going to get 2 of these locking nuts as well, along with our flat washers, our wrench, and our T-bolts. Now, if your tonneau cover with the T-slots on the rails is the Retrax XR or the Ford Embark LS, you're going to be using the larger of the T-bolts. But when you're using the Pace Edwards Ultra Groove, like we have on our truck today, you're going to be using these smaller ones. So the normal way that you would put the towers up for your outpost or your overhaul would be to use these plates that come with the ladder rack itself, and these clamps that would attach underneath your bed rail. However, when you have a tonneau cover on your truck, you don't have any room on the bed rail or any kind of way to do that and still open and close your tonneau cover. So what we're going to be doing is replacing these parts with this along with our T-bolts. So the first thing you're going to do is go ahead and drop in your T-bolts into the slots, just like so. So at the bottom of your foot pad down here, you're going to see this space, this lip basically. What you want to do is get this ridge on the foot of your tower underneath that. And this is all going to kind of slide in together. See at the corners there too. And we'll get a nice snug fit around it just like that. So the next step is going to be to actually mount our tower over our bolts. Now the holes underneath our adapter pad are slotted, so it is going to be a lot easier to maneuver these and line them up to the open holes up here at the top. So we'll just get this on here, try to line these up a little bit. There we go. So once we have our bolts threaded through, we're going to go ahead and take one of our flat washers and our acorn nut, and we're just going to get this on here, and we're not going to tighten it down completely. We want to leave it a little loose so that we're going to be able to maneuver our tower into position before we tighten it all the way down. Next, what we'll do is take our other flat washer there, and we're going to take our locking nut and we're going to thread that on as well. Now this locking nut you're going to want to put on both the towers on the same side of the vehicle. This is just going to secure the rack onto here so that it's not going to be able to be stolen or anything like that. But on the other side of the vehicle you're going to be using 2 acorn nuts. In our case, on the passenger side, we're going to be putting our locks on, so we're going to use this one instead. But once you get both of them on there, we left them just a little bit loose because the cool thing about the T-track is it does allow you to move your crossbars closer and further apart and reposition them. So if this is the second tower that you're putting up and the tower on the other side is already in place and you've got it exactly where you want it and tightened down, just make sure you take a few measurements to make sure that these are directly across from each other before we tighten them down completely. So once you have it positioned on the rails where you want it, go ahead and grab the wrench that came in your adapter kit, and we're going to go ahead and get our acorn nut tightened down. And next what we'll do is we'll take this tool here, which actually comes in your OverHaul or OutPost kit, And we're going to use that to tighten down our locking nut right here. Now in your OverHaul and OutPost kits, you are going to have some locking cores with keys, and it is going to fit right onto the locking nut that we just installed. However, before you do that, you're going to want to take the Allen key that you got in your adapter kit and remove this screw on the back of your lock core. Once that screw is removed, all you'll need to do is drop it right onto your locking nut, lock it and take the key out, and your tower is going to be secured to the rails of your tonneau cover. And once you've got your tower secured on both your driver and passenger side, you're able to install your crossbar as normal. So as you can see, this is a great way to have a ladder rack and a fully functional tonneau cover. And that's really it for the install of the adapters for your Yakima OutPost or OverHaul ladder rack. And if you have a chance to get a hold of these and use them yourself, please share with us what you think about them and what your experience is in the comments below. Sharing that experience with other neighbors just like you can help them make the best decision for themselves. Once again, this is Curt with eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.